Hey y'all, hey, I'm Ashley and this is For Dizzy Birds. On this channel, we use a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to actually make saving fun. In today's video, we're going to be doing our Monday minis and our s'mores binders. So grab your favorite drink, your favorite snack, and let's get to it. Monday, I hope you're having a great start to your week. This is the first day for me will be the first day back to work from almost the whole week off last week due to fin surgery. So, it's always a little bit crazy when you come back from some time off, but we do have a holiday tomorrow for Veterans Day. So actually it's a 4-day week, which you would think is a good thing, but it actually means you got to do 5 days worth of work usually in a 4-day period. So, I don't know. This week might be a little nuts, but I'm here for it. It's fine. We're going to be fine. So I wanted to get on here and do our Monday minis and our s'mores binder as usual. It's been a bit. It feels like it's been a bit since I've seen you guys. I know it's really actually hasn't been any different than my normal schedule. But with everything going on the last week, it just feels like it was a crazy long week. I hope you guys had a good week last week, and I hope you had a good weekend. We're going to get these laid out into their 8 categories. We have month ahead, little birds, holidays and celebrations, which will solidly be Christmas. Eating out in number 4, puppers, which is now going to be fur babies because we have our sweet olive kitty in number 5, emergency fund in 6, debt in 7, and 8 will round out with self-care. So shall we get to it? All right. So Monday minis, we save at least $50 a week if we haven't, and really shoot for 60, which we do with our spicy 5s here. The rest is in ones, but we do have 8 $2 bills that we always start out by putting on one on each category, just so that we can everybody gets a little bit of love no matter what. I do think this week we're going to play. Last week was we did use the 8-sided dice to tell us which spot got the money, but I think rotating out how we do it makes it exciting and a little bit more fun, but also helps to balance out when things aren't getting as much love. So I think today what we're going to do is just go down the line and use the 4-sided dice to tell us how much each one's going to get down the line. So make sure we get some finished out, but we will start out by putting the $2 bill on each of the 8 spots. So everybody's going to get at least that much love, because we would like to see some challenges get finished. I don't know if we'll finish any today, but we definitely will shoot to get some finished by the end of the month. All right, let's get to it. So up first in spot number 1, we're going to give 2 bills, and that's how we're going to do. We're just going to run down in order there. Again, 2. So yeah, I hope y'all had a good weekend. We got to have some friends over on Saturday for a game night. It was a blast. Always have a good time. We don't do that very often, maybe once every 2 months or so. And with the holiday season coming up, we know people are going to be in and out of town, and so I'm glad we were able to squeeze in a game night before the holidays get here in full swing. Outside of that, I spent most of last week helping Finn to recover from his surgery, and then doing little Christmas decorating. I say little. Come on, y'all. I am Christmas crazy. I have 8 trees. Well, 7 now, technically. The 8th one is going to go to my office so that I can decorate my office. Uh-oh, I forgot where I was. So if I ended up giving somebody, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Everything... It's still saving no matter what. That's what happens when you talk. I'm going to take the 8th tree to my office to decorate it. I'm excited to do that this year. Usually in the past, because we were working at home so much, I didn't really decorate much at the office because I spent a lot of the Christmas break at home because Finn was out of school. But now that we have a back to work order for our office, back to the office order for everyone on my level and higher, I'll be there. So I'm going to decorate. I'm going to make it my happy place. So I'm looking forward to doing that as well. All right, but we did get the 7 trees up at the house and all the twinkle lights that make me happy, and that was fun. And yeah, so Finn's on his way. He's getting he's recovering nicely. He, in fact, doesn't really even seem to act like there's anything wrong at all, which is, you know, what the lovely joy of being young, right? So I'm just trying to keep him chill and calm because the doctor said he's supposed to have no strenuous activity for 4 weeks, which is just a little bit crazy to me, honestly, because he doesn't sit still for anything. So it's going to be a challenge. That one is. Okay. So let's see. What do we got here? We have, this is self-care. This is Debt Free by 43. I would like to start writing these down as I'm announcing them so that I have them later. So bear with me here. I'm trying to be smart. Debt Free by 43. So we've been working on this one for a bit, and we're doing them in $2 increments, and we got a total of 3 today, so we'll be able to color in one more, which is great. But it also means we'll have one left over to help us next week because it's an uneven number, unless we end up doing something and borrowing from something else. If it gets completed, we can do that. Let's see if you guys can hear the dogs. For whatever reason, they're still not doing well with the time change. They think it's dinner time, and it's not. 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, 24, 25, and 26 so far for self-care. So we will put that back here, and we got a little ways to go. And put that one up front so we know that is there to help us next week. All right, up next is debt. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. $7 for debt. Let's see. Ooh, we got to complete one, y'all. We only needed 4. So let's go ahead and color those in. And we will grab those 4, 2, 3, 4. We might actually have an opportunity to go back and finish off one more on that self-care challenge. But let's wait and see so we can make the best decision. All right, so for debt, we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27, 29, 30, 31, and $32, which is what it says we should have saved. So that is very exciting and a good completed challenge. This will go towards our debt payment for November. All right, so completed there. We'll find another challenge to fill this in before next week. Let's see. Next up is emergency fund. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. And let's see what we got going on in here. Oh, we just got started on this one. This one comes from me as well from my shop. 7. We need to color in. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and take care of one of these big old 4s and a 3. So $7 added in. And I do think we have some buyback 5 opportunity here. All right, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 so far, which means this should be 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. 15 total towards emergency fund. This one will save us 40 when we're completely done. So that one's definitely going to be a big save. All right, up next we have puppers or fur babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. So it's kind of even there. $7, and you know what? We only needed 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we only needed 8. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go ahead and take 1, and now we have 8 in that completed challenge. So that's why we wait to decide what we're going to do with that extra money to make sure we make the smartest decision and get some challenges completed. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see what else we have back here. And another 5. Yeah. Okay, so let's see how much we saved. This comes from Vicky. Thanks. Write that down, Vicky. All right. And 5, 10, 15, 20, $25 total for fur babies. We have to save up for Miss Olive to get all of her initial care in her first year. So it's going to be helpful to have that. $25 going to Puppers, and we'll ring that bell. All right, moving on to eating out, another one that we are always depleted in. So anything we can save on this is helpful. 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go ahead and see what we have in here before we make any decisions. I think this is going to be a new one. Okay, sorry about that. We are having lots of interruptions today, but that's okay. All right, so we have a total of 10. I'm going to go ahead and do a buyback 5. This challenge is new this week. It comes from Kip and Lou, or the Budgeting RT on YouTube. We're going to go ahead, and since we have $10, we're going to take care of 2 of these $5 sushis here. Get rid of some of those bigger ones and get started on that. All right, $10 going in for eating out. All right, up next, holidays and celebrations. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. $8 going into this one, and this one's going to be new. This is just one from last year for us. From 4 Dizzy Birds, we'll do $1 per and color in 8 hearts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, $8. Let's see what we can do for buyback 5. $8 going in. This will be holiday celebrations. Could be Thanksgiving, could be Christmas. Generally, all considered in the same big lump sum there. All right, up next is Little Birds. 2, 3, 4. Oh, there was a 5-second there. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and $11 for Little Birds. Let's see what we have going in here. We definitely did not need $11, so that's exciting. We only needed 2, so we're going to have a little buffer there. Go ahead and finish this out from floating funds. Make sure I'm writing these down. It's becoming a little bit difficult to remember every time I am going to edit, so I like to do that. All right, so we only needed $2. Go ahead and see then how much we have. We can set this aside in the buffer. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. That, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Okay, so that's right. We should have $16. We'll go ahead and do a buyback 5 just to keep that nice and condensed. $16 total going to Little Birds. Wow, we're completing a lot more than I thought we would for only week 2. I guess we were kind of behind because we had that skipped week in October, so makes sense. All right, Little Birds is finished up for this week. Let's get into our last category here, which is month ahead, which we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And month ahead has a new one. Oh, no, we started this one last week. So 7. Let's go ahead and grab one of these so we have an even number. 4, 8. We'll do 2, 4, 6, and 8. All right, $8. Go ahead and get some buyback 5s here. 5, 6, and there's another. So that's a total of $10 in a month ahead, and quite a ways to go on that one. All right. So now we finished this one. We know that these others have some opportunities here. Let's check and see how much we have in our surplus. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 even. Let's see if any of these, well, technically we could finish holidays and celebrations. We could definitely put $10 towards there. This one's completed. Emergency fund could definitely use a good bump like that. Debt is completed. So what have we not completed? Self-care needs a little bit more. So that's a possibility. And all of the rest of these are finished. So I don't know what's the best option here. So we could definitely complete one we just started. That would be fine. We wouldn't complete either of these. We would certainly get closer. And this one we wouldn't quite complete either, because we only have $10. So we could go ahead and take $1 here and make this even 2 right there that we had. So that's one good way to clean that up. So now we would only need $2, $4, $6, $8, $10, and $12 to finish this one out. Let's go ahead and do the buyback 5s here too. All right, so far for debt free by 43, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, and 28 for self-care, which we use for haircuts and nail appointments and things like that. Okay. All right, let's see what else we can do with our remaining $9. We have emergency fund, eating out, and then we said we could finish this one out with 8. So let's just go ahead and do that. I guess we'll just go ahead and do that. I don't feel so guilty because this one's mine, so I don't mind that we only took 1 week to do that. But we'll go ahead and get another little boost to either our Thanksgiving budget or our Christmas savings. So for $8 more, we are now finishing this out. And let's see how much we saved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that buyback 5 in there. So we saved a total of $16 for holidays and celebrations, and another completed challenge. So that is exciting. We're going to have a whole bunch of new ones starting next week. All right. And then that just leaves $1 little left. We can put that anywhere that we have that option for $1. And either one of these will work. Let's go ahead and do emergency fund. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we get to boost that. So we'll do $1 here. And now we will have saved all of our money into challenges for the week. Kind of exciting, guys. All right, we've finished quite a few. All right, so I'm going to mix these up just a little bit. I don't think they're really in any kind of order now anyways, but that way they have a random starting point for next week, and I will get new ones in for the ones that we finished before we do the video. All right, so what did we complete? We did 1, 2, 3, and 4 challenges completed. That is very, very exciting. So let's go ahead and get all 4 of those put into our save to sync. Our pink piggy here. All right, moving on. The only other thing we need to take care of on this video here is our s'mores binder. So we'll reset. Loving this. We're going to do this through the rest of November. Hopefully get these all finished up. We take our $15 and we put it back here in our bank. Just like so. And then we have 10 categories here. This binder comes from, or this binder setup comes from Blue Kiwi Budgets and Banana Budgets. We use their prop money here to represent our $15 at 50 cents a card, and we do have a few that we've completed. So we're going to get our 10-sided dice here. That is 12. That is not. Where is, oh, there it is. I was like, where is it? Okay. All right, so we have our 10-sided dice. If we come across one that we've already completed, I'll just choose the next one. Okay, so it says we're going to number 5. I think that is one that I have finished, so I'm going to go ahead and do 6. And then we're going to roll the 4-sided dice to tell us how many prop dollars they get. So this one's going to get 1. All right, so then we get right along. Okay, so that is 2. So we'll go to spot number 2. And they're going to get 3. 1, 2, and 3. Get my life together here. The normal way of doing this. All right, we'll roll both at the same time, going to 8. 8 is going to get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I remember correctly, last week 8 was a big winner as well. It took a lot of the money. Okay, we're going to spot number 10 for 4. 2, 3, and 4. This is a really fun way to illustrate that even these small, tiny amounts can be big wins if you do consistently. You don't have to have a large amount to save as long as you are just saving. And I know that seems really flippant. I certainly have had times in my life when I would not have even had anywhere near the amount I do now to save with. So I understand how that feels. And even today, in my current financial situation, I wish I had more. And I often feel like others around me have more than I do as far as savings options. But the reality is, whatever you have, as long as you're consistent and responsible with it, you can see progress. But the consistency is what's key. Okay, so $3 going to spot 4 will finish us out. Let's go through and see what we got. All right, so up first is spot number 2, which got a total of $1.50. Let's see what we got here. All right, so we have $1. This is savings with Tracy. Guys, I'm sorry about the dogs. My husband's not home right now to help me with that. So I'm going to go ahead and make this easy on myself and just do the $1 and set aside 50 cents for something else if we need to even it out. Okay, 3 didn't get any this week. Okay, we have another $1.50 here going into, oh, that's not even supposed to be in there. Goodness. In order for that to be a full 15, what was that doing in there? Losing my mind. We need to put this somewhere. So let's see. Let's put this on number 3 since they didn't get any. We'll come back to it. All right. So number 4 got $1.50, which means we're going to color in here half of a circle to finish this one out, which is nice. And then a whole circle here. All right. So $1.50 going in to Enchanted Toadstool Budgets. Let's go back to that number 3 where we found those 3 cards that we needed to take care of. Okay, so there's a perfect example right here of where I can take that extra 50 cents and go ahead and just make this an even $2 and finish this one out. And we're going to get to do what is the funnest part is finishing this out and taking the money from the bank. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a total of $8 saved for family fun. That's awesome. All right, let's go back here and let's get $8. So we have a 5, 6, 7, and 8. We are out of ones now, so if we need more ones, we'll have to trade that in. $8 going to family fun and another completed challenge this week. That's amazing. All right, so ringing that bell for that, going back to 3 here and going ahead and putting a fully funded slip so we don't forget that that one's already done. All right, we've done 4, we've done 5. Okay, let's do number 6. 6 got 1, 2, and $3 even. All right, and it looks like we only needed $1.50. So we only needed $1.50, so we're going to have a little bit of a surplus again. So we will just pull what we need there, and we have completed yet another. So 1, 2, 50. So this will be surplus over to the side. And this should be a total of $8 as well, and it is going to debt. Dun dun dun. Okay, so we need to go back to our bank here. And let's get 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that we'll be able to cash these out as we start to complete them. So for 8, we need 3 ones and a 5. And then we will have another beautiful completed challenge, y'all. I was not expecting this. This is fantastic. $8 going to debt, which you'll also see put into our debt binder. That was number 6. Yes, that was number 6. So we'll do another fully funded slip there to remind us that that one is done. So far we have completed 1, 3, 5, and 6. Okay. And then 7 didn't get any today. We do have some surplus, so we can see what we can do with that. So $2 even going to number 8. And if we could take this other 50 cents right here and making that an even, we'll be able to color in this whole row here. All right. So this is Dramatic Panda. And I don't remember what this one's for, but I will flip it over here in just a second. This one's going to emergency fund. All right, so there's $2.50 going back. We are well on our way with that one. All right, in spot number 9, 1, 2, 3, 50. Let's see what we got. Ooh, we only needed 2, so we're going to have some more surplus. 1 and 2. $2 going right there. And finishing out this one here for Wild Everest, a total of $8 going to month ahead. That's exciting. Love those little boosts. All right, let's get our $3 and our 5 from our bank, and we have finished an $8 challenge for month ahead. Gosh, y'all, I wasn't expecting to complete so many challenges. All right, there we go. Okay, let's see, where were we? That was number 8. Nope, that was number 9, and we can put another fully funded slip right there. We are well on our way. Okay, in spot number 10, $2 even. Let's see what we needed to complete. Okay, this one comes from Agape. She did her Halloween watch party, and these are all of her folks that were participating in that, and we had $2 even, so we can color in 2 here. We're trying to finish this whole set, so we just have a total of $8 more to go on that one. All right. Sorry, I don't know if you guys heard that because I'm getting a call and I didn't put it on airplane mode, but we only have a total of $8 to go on spot number 10. So let's see what we have here, because we have a surplus of $2.50 from completed challenges. So let's see what we have left in any of these. So this won't really work because we need a total of 6 for that one. This one definitely could get a little bit closer. That dog will not stop barking. This one didn't get any love this week. Should we give it some love? I don't think we're going to finish anything else out with $2.50, so let's just go ahead and give this one some love. So $2.50 means 2 circles and a half. And this one is also from Agape. All right, with our little Halloween kitty hanging around. Okay, so with that, we spent our full $15 finally, and we are getting well on our way to finishing this binder completely. Perhaps the most exciting and unexpected savings or completion, we did 1, 2, and 3 completed challenges from the S'mores binder this week. So that is very exciting. Okay, so we're going to put that in our save to sync there. We're wrapping up our Monday mini video with quite a few wins this week. So that is very, very exciting. Oh goodness, the house is just falling apart without me, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably wrap this up pretty quick. I hope you all enjoy the video, even with all of its disruption and barking dogs, and I'm so sorry about all of that, but I enjoy getting on here and having so many wins with you today. If you are willing and haven't already, please consider subscribing. Always give me a like and a comment down below if you're willing to say hi. I always like to talk to you guys. I will see you in the next one, which will be our Tuesday minis, our Tiny Tuesdays, sorry. And until then, I hope y'all have a good rest of your Monday and a fantastic week. Y'all hang in there.